Have you ever sat by the window with a warm cup of tea, watching the world go by, and wondered, am I still strong enough for this season of life? Not just physically strong, but emotionally, spiritually, and mentally resilient? After 70, the world can sometimes whisper that we're fragile, slow, or past our prime. But what if the opposite is true? What if this chapter of life holds a kind of strength the younger years never knew? A deeper strength, a quieter, wiser kind. Today, let's talk about why you're stronger than you think at this age. We'll explore 7 signs of that inner strength, with stories, reflections, and gentle reminders that you still have so much power within you. Because you do. And sometimes you just need someone to say it out loud. 1, you've mastered the art of patience. Patience isn't a passive thing. It's one of the hardest forms of strength. And you, my friend, have spent a lifetime learning it. You've waited through seasons of uncertainty. You stood quietly when others were loud. You've learned that not everything needs to be fixed, rushed, or worried over. Tom, now 74, told us, "In my 40s, I thought being strong meant fixing every problem fast. But now I know better. Sometimes the strongest thing you can do is just wait, listen, breathe. You know, that time has its own rhythm. And in learning to move with it, not against it, you become deeply, quietly strong. 2, you face loss and chosen to keep living. After 70, most people carry invisible scars. You've lost friends, perhaps a partner, maybe even a child. But you're still here, and that matters. Nancy, 77, shared her story with US. When my sister passed, I didn't leave the house for weeks. Then one morning, I opened the curtains and saw her favorite yellow bird in the tree. I felt her saying, "Don't stay stuck in the sadness." So I got up. I baked banana bread. Just like we used to, I laughed and cried at the same time. And I kept going. Grief never fully leaves. But you've carried it and still chosen love, laughter, and life. That's not just survival. That's courage in its purest form. 3, you know what truly matters and what doesn't. With age comes a beautiful shedding of the unnecessary. You've stopped needing to prove yourself. You've stopped chasing what doesn't fill your soul. You've come to treasure the simple things. A shared laugh, a handwritten letter, a walk without hurry. Tom once said, "I used to collect awards. Now I collect moments." You know that money, status, and speed mean little without kindness, peace, and presence. This clarity is not weakness. It's wisdom earned through time. For your quiet resilience speaks louder than words. You may not see it, but people around you do. Your grandchildren notice how you smile through pain. Your neighbors see how you show up, even on days when your knees ache. Your family draws strength from the calm in your voice. There's a quiet power in showing up consistently, in being dependable, in being soft, even when the world is hard. Nancy told us, "I may not run marathons, but when my daughter calls crying, I listen. I hold space. That's my strength now." You become a shelter, a safe place. And that kind of strength doesn't fade. It deepens. 5, you adapted more than anyone expected. The world has changed, from rotary phones to smartphones, from handwritten letters to emojis and video calls. And yet, you've learned. You've grown. You've tried new things. Tom, who once refused to touch a computer, now checks the weather on his iPad and orders books online. He even joined a local seniors photography group on Facebook. "I may be old," he chuckles, "but I'm not outdated. Adapting isn't always easy, but you've done it again and again. That flexibility, it's strength that's earned, not taught." 6, you love deeper, gentler, truer. When we're young, love is loud. But as we age, love becomes quiet and far more powerful. You've learned to love without needing to control. to forgive more easily, to say, I love you more freely, because you know how fast time flies. Nancy told us, at this age, I don't care if someone brings me flowers. I care if they remember my stories. You understand that love is presence, patience, and peace. And that's a strength many never reach. 7, you're still becoming, still growing. Here's something beautiful. You're not done yet. You may be retired. You may have gray hair and a few more wrinkles. But your soul, it's still expanding. Every book you read, every person you meet, every quiet morning where you sit and reflect, you are still evolving. Tom says, when I turned 80, I thought I was finished growing. But now, I think I'm finally just starting to understand life. You're not a finished story. You're a living, breathing poem still being written. So now I invite you to pause, breathe, reflect, look at how far you've come, the storms you've weathered, the love you've given, the lessons you've learned. You may not lift heavy things anymore, but you carry heavy truths, deep love, and a calm strength that the world desperately needs. You are stronger than you think. And more importantly, you are enough, just as you are. Speech Balloon, tell us in the comments. Which of these strengths do you see in yourself today? Which one surprised you? Pushpin if this message spoke to your heart. Please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs a reminder of their own strength. You are part of a generation that shaped the world, and you're still shaping it through grace, wisdom, and quiet power. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you.